Hello and welcome to the PPM stream. PPM stands for Peterborough Plastic Modelling Group, which is a Facebook group. So we put on this live stream once a week on a Wednesday, 7 till 9 for those. So, as the usual rules apply to the panel and the chat, please be mindful there is children watching this stream with their parents. So please no cussing, no swearing, no sexual content, and innuendos. Otherwise, my moderator will tell you once. If you keep doing it, you will get timed out. And if you keep doing it after that, you get the ban hammer. So, yeah. Okay, so enough of that. We do have a giveaway this week. It's not a kit. It's an old book I found in my cupboard, which is, let's go to a bigger camera. No, I just need stop being a plank and just enlarge me. There we go. So it's Airfix's 50 years of the greatest plastic kits in the world. The cover is a little bit grubby because it is very old, but the actual hardback itself is in good condition. So there is lots of stuff in it from the old Airfix kits, and explains everything else. Loads and loads of reading, and also lots of pictures of old Airfix kits, dating back, God knows, down to the Flintstones, I think. So yeah, so that is up for grabs this week. Mark will explain when he does the giveaway what you have to put in the chat for it. So that will be done after the gallery later on. So all in all, we will welcome our panel in first. So we've got Dave McBuilt.
Good evening, all.
We've got Ron's Modelling Group.
Aye.
We've got the Panzer Cat.
Meow.
And we've got Mark's Mods.
Good evening.
Yes. So yeah, cool. So we will start off with the chat. So if you guys want to go down cameras. Sprue and Glue says, lurking, have a great stream. Thank you for popping in, buddy. Sophie says, hi, Lindsay. And she also says, hi, everyone. Welcome into the stream, Sophie. We've got Plastic Alchemist in, and he says, hello, Sophie. Welcome in, Plastic Alchemist. We've got Joshy B in, and he says, evening, Lindsay. Folks on the panel at the bench. Folks in chat. Hope all are well. Welcome in, Joshy B. Panzer Cat says, meow. Sophie says, hi, Plastic. She also says, hi, Joshy. And she also says, meow, Panzer. Plastic Alchemist says, how are we all doing? Well, we're doing good. I'm sure the others are. We've got our David Markey in. Welcome in, David Markey. And he says, evening, Lindsay. Evening to you, David. And also, David Markey is addressing the panel and also chat. He says, evening, folks. He also says, hello, Sophie. He also says, hello, Paul. And he says, hello, Panzer. He also says, hello, Joshy. We've got our Apple in from Bonnie, Scotland. And he says, evening, folks. You're on loudspeakers as I am helping Celia pack her suitcase as she's heading to Elgin in Morayshire to start a new post. Ooh. Nice. TBG says, hi everyone on panel. Is it for Micah? I think that's what he's saying. Welcome in, TBG. Mark's Mods is put the Facebook group in, so if you want to become a member of Peterborough Plastic Modelling Group, just click on the link and we'll get you as a member. But you must be a modeler, not somebody that's just going to flick through it and cause havoc. Mark's Mods also no, I've just read that bit, you plank. TBG says all plywood, plastic. Yes, TBG. Jeff Light says a very good evening, guys. TBG says, will Mark use a ban hammer on Lindsay? Well, you never know, do you? You might kick me out on my own live stream. David Markey says hello, Apple. David Markey says hello, James. DBG says hi again, David Markey. David Markey says hello, Jeff and Maggie. Good evening, Jeff and Maggie. Welcome into the stream. Sophie says hi, David. Wayne Welly says hi, all. David Markey says hello, Ron. Sophie says hi, Jeff. David Markey says hello, Mark. And we've got Plastic Monkey in as well, Paul. He says, evening, guys. Hope you are okay. And we've got Wayne Welly in. He says, Nuno, guess what? Sophie says hi, Dave Mac. Plastic Monkey says hi, David. Sophie says hi, Mark. Plastic Monkey says hi, Sophie. TBG says hi, It's Tyrannid. Sophie says hi, Ron. Wayne Welly says, Sophie, how are the Tyrannids coming along? Well, I hope she's posted in the group so we can take a look. Stephen Haynes Model says hi, Lindsay, Dave, Ron, Panzer, and Mark. Welcome in, Stephen Haynes. And your Sophie says hi, Wayne. She also says hi, Stephen. Plastic Monkey says hi, Stephen. Stephen Haynes says hi, Sophie. Sophie says hi, TBG. Stephen Haynes Model says hi, Plastic Monkey. Stephen Haynes says hi, David Markey. TBG says hi, Sophie. Stephen Haynes says hi, Apple. TBG says hi, Plastic Monkey. Stephen Haynes says hi, TBG. David Markey says hello, Wayne. Wayne Welly says hi, Sophie and James. Stephen Haynes Model says hi, Jeff Whites. Plastic Monkey says hi, James. David Markey says hello, Stephen. Stephen says hi, Wayne Welly. TBG says hi, Stephen Haynes. TBG says hi, Nunu. Sophie says the Tyranids are challenge, Wayne. David Markey says he. Wayne Welly says hi, Stephen and David. David Markey says hello, Nunu. Plastic Monkey says what, Wayne Welly. Wayne Welly says to paint or build. Sophie says hi, Plastic Monkey. Wayne Welly says guess, good guess, Nuno. Sophie says both Wayne. So that is the chat call with. TBG says and breathe. See, that is how chat is done. Okay, so we're going to go into the panel and see what they're doing. Dave Mack first.
Yep, I'm doing this new kit that I got the other week. The Warhammer Eldari Guardians. And also I finished me other ones off. I'll just get a sample. I did every single one. It took me quite some time. But all are finished now.
Oh,
and
cool.
That base has got mud on it that I bought from Amazon.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Wow.
nice. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really got the bug of this Warhammer stuff, Dave, haven't you?
Yeah, we know who to blame for that.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Really, Dave?
But I'll tell you what, Lindsay, I've not regretted it at all.
No, okay. Okie dokie. Why is it everybody blames me? Okay, so we're going to Mark's Mods. Ooh, this
So I'm working on this. This was the original Model Space R2D2 1:2 scale. So over the weekend I've stripped it down. I've been cleaning it and everything. I've got it all the electrics back up and running, but I'm just having a problem with the head at the moment that's rotating.
Yeah.
It keeps catching. So what I'm doing is I'm just trying to find out why it keeps catching, sort of try and fix it, and then yeah, good to go again.
Yeah. Is that the Hatchet one or the Agora?
It's the one Fanho re-released, but it was originally done by Model Space.
Oh, right. Cool.
So I did the original run back, about 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So just trying to figure out what's going on with it, and then yeah, I can get back and use it again.
Oh, nice. Okay, so we'll go to Mr. Ron.
Well, I'm going to do the figure there, and while I'm waiting for some bits to dry.
Oh wow! You'll enjoy that, Ron.
Monster truck on the. Yeah.
That's nice.
Hopefully, I'll get a lot done, sort of. Well, get as much done as possible, sort of thing. So yeah, you just crack on, really.
Nice.
I must say, Ron, your camera looks absolutely brilliant and your sound is fantastic.
Thank you.
And I second that.
Much better.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ron. Okay,
Thank
we'll
you.
go to Mr. Meow.
What am I working on? I'm continuing to work on the AFV Club Churchill Mark IV Avray with shots of small box girder bridge. During yesterday's stream with Terry, I managed to assemble the winch mechanism. And today I got some various small fittings attached to the vehicle. And tonight, Matthew, I am going to be continuing to work on the exhaust system. I was hoping to keep this as subsystems, as separate sub-assemblies, so I could paint them all off the model. But it's a little complicated because the deep wading trunk has supports that go through the middle of this to connect onto the hull. So I've got to finagle everything into position so that it has to be built as one unit rather than separate sub-assemblies.
Let's
So.
see. Yeah, cool.
So. That's what I should be working on this evening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Wayne Weddy says, no, he missed this one. And TVG says, and this one. And David Markey says, and that one. Yes. TVG says, and down the rabbit warren Dave Mack goes.
So true.
Wayne Weddy says, what I find with these push fit minis is something doesn't quite fit right, just a trim and a little bit off the end and should fit easier. So, yes, they do. Yeah, you have to give them a little trim because sometimes they are really, really tight. Plastic Alchemist says, hi, David Markey. So that's that chap called. Right. Okay, so
And a good evening to everyone.
Yes, I was good. I knew there was something I forgot to do.
yeah, always positive.
There's always one. It just happened to be me this week. So, hello, everyone.
Okay, you.
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little unboxing because I'm not working on anything tonight. So,
Not like you, is it?
sorry.
Not like you, not to be working on anything tonight.
Well, I'm working on that Graf Zeppelin, and I've got to the stage where I just need to do a lot of priming and spraying before I can fit them all on the boat. You see, so
Right.
Yeah.
and I don't have. Well, I do have, but I don't really want to do it. So, okay, so I need. Got to remember how to do this. There we go, so we don't lose the others. Okay, so is it that one? Might be that one. It's that one.
Ooh.
Okay, so I made a couple of purchases this week. One of them is too big to get on my bench. It's never going to fit on my bench. So I bought this, which is a 1/350 scale IGN Destroyer Type KOH, which is the Yuki Aze, something like that. And it's, I really butchered that, didn't I? Operation Tengo 1945. It's a Hasegawa kit. It's not the 2025 like I thought it was. I made a mistake when I bought it. It's actually the 2003 version. So I was a little bit peeved when I bought it. It was my mistake. I thought it was a 2025 version, but it's not. So got a nice box to it. It was very, very badly packed. I must say that. It just came in a brown paper bag as it is. The box wasn't sealed or anything, and also the lid was ripped. So I was not pleased about that. But it's got a nice little box art on it. So just pulling it up. It's a nice little box art on it. So yeah. So while them guys are doing that, I'll give you a look. Don't mind opening the bags. So there's quite a few screws, more screws than I expected, to be honest. So, I open it there. And then I can seal it back up then afterwards. So it's a two-piece hole. There is some bits broken off the sprue, but yeah, there's no major disasters there. It's just come away. So that's one side of the hull. It's got like little bits here, not sure what they're called. Then you've got the funnels and stuff like that. It's really nicely molded, to be honest. I think this is all to just do with the funnel around these parts here. I'm not sure what these bits are, but we'll find out. There's a piece broken off there, but that's part of the conning tower. So, yeah. It's nicely moulded though. It's got some nice detail on it. I shall look for a photo etch. There's the other side of the hull. In terms of detail on the hull, it really lacks. So you would have to do that yourself, scribe it in, something like that. It's got some masts here, and they're prepared part of the propeller shafts. I'm looking at. Not sure what that bit is. Then we've got these two parts here that go on the side here. There's a nice slot that goes that they go in. A few little bits and pieces here. I think that's part of a turret or part of a superstructure part. Shan't know that until we start building it. And you get some of this stupid brass plastic stuff, which is not ideal because that will get stripped and not be painted. Propellers, yeah, it's two prop only. These are the parts for the stand. So that's those little bits. And then we come to some deck parts as well. So the detail is not too bad on it. Could have been better, but yeah, it's quite a bit of flash on this mask here. You can
Wow.
so, but that will soon clean up. And we've got some other bits of superstructure here and stuff like that, and more bits here. Not sure. I think these could be side panels for these superstructures, to be honest. And the last sprue in the bag is the actual main deck. So it's got the, I don't know whether you can see the detail in it.
Yeah.
Not sure. It's not too bad, but it's like I said, I shall see if I can find a photo etch set and made a deck for it. So there's a bit more of a funnel. There's the other funnel because it's a 2-funnel system. Bit more the side walls for the superstructures. Yeah, it's not too bad, I suppose. So that's what's in that bag. This one shall get built in videos. This one there. Got a few loose parts running around in here. In this one, like I say, it was just packed in a brown bag. And that was it, brown paper bag. There's no protection whatsoever with it. I'm glad Royal Mail delivered it, and not Irving. So yeah, there's part of one of the guns. So you can see the detail in that. I don't think you can. That's one of them. There's another one. There's another one. There's another one hanging on the end of here. And all you got your other little bits and pieces. You got some davits here. These are the torpedo launchers. More davits and other little bits and pieces. The bottom half of the guns. These bits. It's quite a bit of flash on these. So yeah, this is just a repeated sprue of this one. You've got your lifeboats as well. So yeah, I don't think it'll take long to put this together, to be honest. Then you've got your like small guns on there, they're very tiny. And then you've got your AA guns type thing. And there's the cradles for them. There's the shields, splinter shields for the guns. This sprue here, you have to stand as well. So that's that bit. And on this sprue, this is just a repeated sprue from one of the others. So there's more AA guns, quite a lot on here. And then you've got your main guns kind of thing. Yeah. So that's just the plastic that's in it. Catch up this chat in a minute. The other purchase I bought was a 172 scale Type 41 German U-boat in 172 scale. It's huge. Oh, and then you've got your clear plastic. This is your bridge. Your bridge plastic. Your bridge. There's something there. I think that's some kind of light or something. So you've got a bit of clear plastic there. Not sure how this is going to go together, being a Hasegawa kit. Yeah, then you've got some collars here. I think they're for the turrets. You've got a little tiny chain in the bottom there, just here. for the anchor chain. So, yeah. And you've got your decals. The decals are quite good. I'm just trying to push this light away a bit. There you go. That's a little bit better. So there are all the decals. You got the ones, the stand, you can either have it in Japanese or in English. You got the right your Japanese flags. I don't know why they've got these American ones on here for, to be honest. And then you got the flags here for the rising sun. And some other little markings here. So, and some other little bits here that are not going to show up on the camera. Really not sure what these American markings are going to be for. They look like from planes. So, I don't know. So, that's what's in the box, really. I won't go through the instructions because the instructions are boring anyway. So, just that you got it in your Japanese and English. They do it in both. So, not too bad. Not too bad. It just looks pretty basic, really. But I think this will look a lot better if it's got photo etch, I think, to replace a lot of these parts.
Can you buy photo etch for it?
As far as I know, you can, Mark. Yeah, I think Edward and Pontos do them. I think Flyhawk does as well. So, yeah. So I'll be looking forward to building that in videos at some point. So
I'm
that's
looking
that.
forward to watching you do that.
I'm looking forward to opening a book of how often he loses photo etch parts. Place your bets now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it happens. It happens.
It does. I know only too well that it does.
It happens. There's the lid for it. But the submarine, I shall do a unboxing by video for that one. Come on, mouse, where are you? Is it that one? Nope. Definitely not that one. Must be that. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so we'll catch up with the chat. Stephen Haynes Model says, hi, Plastic Alchemist. TBG says, what was that R2? Lindsay, tonight I'm going to be dusty bin. I'm your father. Wayne Wade says, now while you unbox it, you need to be muted. Laugh out loud. Yeah. My name's not Terry. Wayne Welly says, and if Kit Bash had his hands on that, I'm sure he would make it to something Warhammer-like. I'm sure he would. Sophie says, thanks for the advice, Wayne. Wayne Welly says, welcome anytime. After a good mama's in. Hi, Tasha.
Hi, Tasha.
Tasha. Hey, Tasha.
Saying, hi, Lindsay. I hope you're getting better. David Marcus says, hello, Natasha. We've got Tin Man in as well. Welcome in, Tin Man.
Hey, Tim, man.
What's him on?
And
Hey,
he
Tin Man.
says, hiya, peeps. David Marcus says, hello, Tin Man. And TVG says, hi, Tasha. TVG says, hi, Tin Man's model garbage. So I hope you enjoyed the little unboxing.
seems like a nice little kit though. That
Well,
Lindsay.
I'm kind of disappointed with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I sort of like my jaw hit the floor. Do you know what I mean? We've got Robert Essen in, and he says, "Good morning, Robert." And so
Hi, Robert.
very long time.
Hey, Robbie, long time no see, buddy.
David Markey says, "How are you?" Mark's Hobbies is in, and he says, "Sorry I'm late." You don't apologise for the late, mate. You come when you like. Welcome in as well. We've got Dominique in as well, and he says, "Evening."
Hey,
Evening.
Dom.
Welcome in. Robert Everson says, "I'm doing great." Wayne Welly says, "Happy birthday, Robert." Ooh,
Happy birthday, Robert.
yeah, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Robert. Yeah.
Many happy returns.
Wayne Welly also says, "Happy birthday, Robert." Sophie says, "Hi, Dominique." David Markey says, "Hi, Dominic." TBG says, "Happy birthday, Robert." David Markey says, "Hi, Mark." And Sophie says, "Hi, Mark's Hobbies."
And hello to everybody in chat I've missed.
Sophie also says, "Hi, Robert." Happy birthday, Robert. And David Markey says, "Happy birthday, Robert." Robert Everson says, "Thank you. I am 44 today." Ooh.
Wow.
Never mind. 40 is still a very, very young age, Robert. 44.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember when I was 44.
I can remember when I was 44. Hang on, no, I am 44.
Yeah, I'm going to say.
Yeah.
You do remember anyway.
And I'm 59 this year.
Wow. Uncle Bunk is the eldest on this stream.
Yeah.
David Markey says, "I thought he was only 20, Robert." Do you know what? When I first saw Robert, I thought he was only like in his early 20s. I was quite shocked to find out how old he was. Apple says, "Yes, Robert, most of the panel wish they were 44. Yes, so much. Wayne Welly says, "You're only 7 years older than me, Robert." Old baby Turket's Tyranid.
And they say life begins at 40. I'm still waiting.
Do you know what? That's a load of crock. A load of crock. Load of crock. I shall keep flicking to the guys. So you can see what we're doing. I'll just put one each one for a little couple of minutes.
Uh-huh. Pick on Dave then, is it?
Oh, I didn't realise I was on. Yeah, I'm just doing me little wee little leprechauns.
It's the electric part.
Oh,
Yeah. Just trying to find which arm goes where. The instructions are not very clear. I've got to guess.
Dave, I'll give you a hint. The left arm goes on the left-hand side. The right arm goes on the other side.
That's it.
Oh, really? I always thought the arm was in the middle.
Where's Uncle Donkey? There he is.
having fun at the moment.
Sophie says, "Hi, Apple." Give everybody a chance of the spotlight. Huh? Wayne Welly says, "Dave Mack, don't be too well armed."
Oh, black hole.
He's been in them Christmas crackers again, hasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, give him a chance. He's armless.
he? Yeah, he's armless, yeah. Wayne Welly says, "Dave Mack, don't be too well armed." Yeah, I've just read that. Really. Apple says, "Happy birthday, Robert, Mr. Gillette Man."
I thought, can I hear a baby screaming in the background? It's not. It's Mark and
I
Arthur.
can.
It's marking R2's head.
Mhm.
It's saying, "Leave me alone! Leave me alone!"
Get in there.
Stop torturing me.
The force is with me, honest.
Been fun working on this. To say I haven't worked on it in ages.
Is your Spitfire still working, Mark?
I don't know. I haven't tested it since about a week after I built it.
I don't test mine in case it crashes.
Well, you're not really supposed to simulate a real flight with it.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Apple says, hi Sophie, the panel and all of them I've heard say hello to me in the chat. Yeah, we've said hello to everyone.
Yeah.
Robert says, thanks you all. Sophie says, may the joy be with you.
Oh,
DVG says, Dusty Bin says, Billy Billy watch a panel on chat. Wayne Way says, Mark needs the Schwartz, something like that. Apple says, well, Mark, I recall Terry trying to simulate flight with his mobbing. Yeah, he did. So don't get your fingers caught in there, Mark.
I won't.
yeah.
And if you do, put it on big screen quickly.
Yeah,
they
don't do
made,
it, Sarah.
yeah, they made the Schwartz as a reference from the Mel Brooks film Spaceballs.
Oh, I know that film.
I'm going to have to turn this heater off. It's roasting in here now. Oh. Right.
So don't forget, if you've got any builds you want to show in the PPM, get them posted now before 8 o'clock inside the group. Because we'll only do one refresh. I'll just check, just in case any of them go in the spam.
Oh, like they have been doing.
Oh yeah, it's well annoying.
Mine haven't. Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, look, somebody's calling R2.
Yeah. Right, it's nothing in spam. Yeah, oh, look at that. That I like. Very nice. Yeah, I'm looking to change the header as well. Quite to go. Got quite a few to go through, mate.
Yeah. That's what happens when I have a week off.
It sounds a bit payback in the by the sound of it, Mark. Is that what he's trying to do to you now?
Would I do something? No, would I do something like that?
No. You
No, you'd get me to instigate it for you.
Yeah.
Hello.
Somebody's popular.
Me. This is going to be hard to choose. Got my eye on one, but it's too big to get in the header because they've done photographs too close up.
Oh, good. Is that mine?
Sorry?
Was that mine?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, Mum said.
It's when they do real close-up photographs and they're just too big to get in.
I've got an habit of doing that.
And you can't crop them.
Ooh, where's me file?
Let's see if I can get that one in. I like that one. See if I can get it in.
Just send them to Dave Max Barbers. He'll crop them.
Yeah, Dave McBarbers, yeah. He'll give him a mohawk.
And I was really looking forward to having that done today, but nah, she won't allow me. And yet I never tell her what to do with her hair, and yet she's got to tell me what to do with mine.
That's nice.
Typical woman.
From Yorkshire, aren't you?
And yet she cut her hair short yesterday and it didn't bother me. Because I knew she'd moan at me as soon as I got home today with my haircut. She said, "You had your haircut?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "I don't like it like that." I said, "Well, I could have had a mohawk and I'd have had more hair on top." But no, she never listens to me.
Do you listen to her?
No.
There you go. Relationship advice from Panzer Cat.
Oh.
You know what they say, Dave? All's fair in love and war.
Yeah. You know, I wish I had an understanding missus like Mark has. And Julie's very understanding. That's another one.
What? And have all your models in the living room?
Yeah. You want to do a swap, Mark?
There we go. Got a new header.
My thing is Julie understands what I go through with my models, so
Yeah.
I'm lucky that way. Plus the fact I did have to move 2 3D printers to accommodate Doll's house.
Yeah.
And out of the collection of models, that's still the biggest one.
I know. It's huge.
Hello, Gina's Crofts.
Hello, Gina.
Hello, Gina.
Hello.
Okay, Apple says losing Hamish and Celia will mean I get my man cave back. I miss them both. I'm due to take out for walkies. Plastic Monkey says hi, Apple. Sophie says that'll be my fault then. Sorry. What's she saying sorry for? David Murphy says hello, Gina. Oh, that's echo.
Does that mean you can start drinking the prune juice again, Apple?
Well, I was going to have a drink today, but I thought, no, I better not in case I was coming on tonight. Because otherwise I'd be putting things in the wrong place.
What have you done with the lineup, Lindsay?
Huh?
What have you done with us all on the lineup?
I'll shift you all around.
You are bored. You sure you don't want to do the gallery?
No,
Not yet.
it's Mark's turn.
Sophie says hi, Gina. Apple says hello, Gina. That's nice. Apple says no, but if someone sends me your address, can ship 6 litres down to you. 6 litres of prune juice.
I'll water the garden with it.
Yeah.
If you consume it, you can do more than water the garden.
But you could always take yourself out for walkies, Apple.
Yeah, just get one of them dogs, you know, them leads that look like you're walking a dog, but you're not.
Yes, the infamous That's Life invisible dog.
Yeah.
Or you could get a lead in a collar and drag it behind you, and then when someone says what happened to your dog, you can say, "Oh God, it's disappeared. Was it God? Isn't it my dog?"
Right.
Wayne Lady thinks that apple will look like a prune with all that juice.
So will Lindsay if he sees 7 or 9 walking down the street.
Yeah. That'll be just a puddle. Just a puddle. Definitely a puddle. Okay, we've got one space left. If anybody wants to come on. No, we've got full. We're full up. Yeah.
Yes.
Ah,
Yeah.
what? We've got one space. You just let Gina in.
Oh no, I forgot I just let her in.
Lindsay, have you been taking your stupid pills again?
Well, you closing it, Mark.
Oh dear. Dear, oh dear, what am I on?
Have you been sniffing the Ajax again, Lindsay?
Too many psycho pills.
Lindsay, I suggest you go and make yourself a brew before the gallery.
Yeah. Well, I make it during the gallery.
Is anybody else hearing an echo?
Yes.
I bet it's me again, isn't it?
Hey, no.
She says. Apple says, funny, Lindsay. Now let's see who else is on tonight. I can watch without insults flying. Yeah, it's only a bit of fun, Apple.
Is this Lindsay's brain as he slowly detoxes from Warhammer?
I'm not even going to read that one, Wayne Welly.
Nice one, Wayne.
Dear.
That was quick off the mark, that's for sure.
Poor Apple. There's your answer, Wayne Welly. Wow. Dear, oh dear. Apple was soon in there, wasn't he? Yeah, oh dear. So we've got 21 watching. So we're doing all right. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming in. Hope you're putting your thumbs up if you're enjoying the stream. Mark's Mods has put Ron Heckman's YouTube channel in, so
Thank you, Mark.
take a look at his channel. If you like what you see, just give him a sub. He's also put Panzer Cats in, so same with Panzer.
Thank you, Mark.
No problem.
He's also put Dave Mack Builds in, so
Thank you,
same
Mark.
Dave Mack. Dave Mack is doing quite a few builds, actually. I don't know how he's coping, to be honest.
To be honest with you, I'm coping quite well.
How many got on the go? 6?
Well, I've still got the Stormlord and the Shadow Sword to do to finish off. They just need painting. The Shadow Sword, I get mixed up with them, to be honest with you. Well, I'll just show you one anyway.
Yeah.
He's finishing.
Okay. So Mark's Mods has put his channel in, so you can do the same with him. Take a look. If you like what you see, give him a sub.
This one still needs finishing.
Right, hang on. There we go.
I'm not glued this on yet because it needs painting. And then once that's painted, then I can get it glued onto there if it'll go on, and then put that top part on like that so it keeps it in place.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot to do on that.
It's a fair size tank, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It is a fair sized tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to squash him in a minute if I don't not careful. Yeah, so in a way, so that's 3 of these, and there's still another 4 to go.
Oh, wow.
Different, 7 in a series,
Nice.
but it's the turret that's different, but the same chassis.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Okay, so Stephen Hayes says, hi, Robert. Wayne Welly says, I think Apple is on the fence for enjoying tonight. Laugh out loud. Stephen Hayes model says, hi, Dominic. Stephen Hayes says, hi, Tasha. Apple says, by the way, Ron, did you see the message I tried to send to you? Reference the German motorbiker and sidecar, plus 3 combatants at 1/16 scale.
6 to go.
Might have seen it, I'm not sure. Might have seen it.
If he was eating his sausage rolls, you wouldn't have had a chance to read it.
I've gone off the sausage rolls now. Come on.
Oh, have you? You gone off them?
Yeah.
That's not like you, Ron.
Are you ill, Ron?
Are
Yeah.
you ill? Yeah, are you ill?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's sick of the taste of sausage rolls.
Being banned from Greg's more like.
Bad bread.
Really?
Oh, it's... Apple says Ron's into slices of pizza. Pizza.
No, not. Either.
I must say, I do like them Greg's sliced pizzas. They are nice.
Yeah.
I like the pepperoni one. Nice. Nice. Okay, it's time for the gallery. You're a good chap, Mark.
Okay, back with the gallery this week.
Ooh.
So, luckily, last week I did like everything that Lindsay went through so that I know where I am. So, if it's not liked, it's new. So, we start with Andrew Pace. And here we go.
Very nice.
Mm. So the only one I reckon the Lancaster in there. That looks like the Dambusters Lancaster because it's got no top mid turret.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's is that a Liberator?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a Liberator, yeah.
It's a Liberator.
Yeah. Swordfish. Two swordfishes. Oh, no. Scamel and. What is it back there?
Got 190.
190. Yeah, it's a 190, yeah.
There we go.
Right.
So,
Very
nice
nice.
one, nice one, Andrew. Okay. I've got another one here from him. Dambuster Lank, B24, F190, Sopwith Camel, and Tiger Moth.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Definitely.
So, yeah.
They look like 1/72nd scale, all of them.
Well, the Liberator's on what I would class as a classic Airfix display stand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, definitely.
nice one. I like that. Okay. So, this is from Dave Mack. That's the Australian truck, finally finished. All the decals are on. Nice chrome work there.
And for once Mark isn't flipping out, the desk appears to be tidy.
Oh, it wasn't. Tidy-ish.
Ish.
Oh, nice work there, Dave, Matt.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The Australian truck seems to be quite popular amongst the truck modelers.
I need to find out how to stop the tyres from coming off the wheels. I tried glue, but it doesn't do anything.
You'd need a rubber glue.
Ah, right.
We do something in the range, I think it's called Stormshaw, which
Yeah.
is like a black rubber glue.
Yeah.
Try some of that.
Go to your local RC shop and buy the super glue they use for gluing tyres to radio control cars.
Well, that's what I use, Stormshaw
Yeah.
on radio control cars.
Yeah.
So it's a rubber glue.
Yeah.
You just got to use it very thinly because if not, it'll go everywhere.
Yeah.
Really like that, Dave.
Thank you.
So yeah, Stormshaw, I think it's called. So that was on the 3rd of April. New header goes to Edward Leonard for his 116 half track. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's the group header.
That's great. Very nice.
Nice.
Very nice work.
Yeah.
Well done, Edward. Okay, so this is from Paul Shapland, who says, Kitty Hawk Skyhawk MH60 painted in Tamiya paints, another one off the bench.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that was nice. That. Yeah, that was very, very nice.
It's
They
nice.
really do look complicated, the helicopter builds.
Not really.
I bet that decal was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's nice. Nice work, Paul.
Mm. Nice one. Okay, so this is Ron Heaton. The British tank destroyer M10B LLC Achilles with 4 figures.
Yep.
Nice.
And that's what a box.
135 scale.
It's
Very
a
nice.
nice kit, though. Yeah, very nice kit that is.
Nice one.
Cheers, bud.
Okay, so this is Sophie saying, I went to my local games workshop, Warhammer shop a couple of days early. I was going on Monday next week and got myself a couple of boxes of Tyranids. Box 1 is the Tyranids starter kit, box 2 is the Neuronauts, and all for £48.50.
Mark, it's Tyranids.
I don't know these things. I am not Warhammer.
Mark,
Clue.
Mark,
We'll have
if
to
in
get you
doubt,
into one of them, Mark.
Mark, if in doubt, ask. We can help you.
If in doubt, stay away. And there we go.
Very nice, that is.
Okay, so this is Frankie Day. Ahoy, Sir
Oh, yeah.
Linslet. A crew, another update. I should have the mighty board done this evening and have the final reveal. Thank you, Lindsay, for letting me post my work. Frankie Day.
Yeah, Frankie.
Yeah, well deserved that. To be shown that he's done a marvellous job.
Oh, yeah.
He does some great work, does Frankie.
Isn't
Yeah.
that the one Terry did where he injured him?
No, that was the mosquito because he put his hand out to stop it from falling. He caught it in the propellers.
And the mosquito bit him.
It's nice bit of work.
Yeah.
Well done there, Frankie. Should you watch it?
Yes, very well done, Frankie.
Okay, so here we have Ron again. Oh my, why is it mate? German
Wehrmacht.
Wehrmacht.
Wehrmacht tank crewman ready for gloss varnish and matte varnish next.
Yeah.
You know, this is why I took no languages at school. I still struggle with the English language.
But I bet you speak fluent Klingon.
Only certain times of the day. Very nice, Ron.
Yeah. The thing is that it's to gloss it, I leave it for 24 hours because then I know it's done, and then 24 hours for the match.
Right. Very nice.
Okay.
Okay, so this is from Dieter. 172 Revel has the hangar, I would presume.
Hardened
Yeah.
aircraft shelter.
Ah.
It's rather different. I like it.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's going to be big at 1/72 scale.
Mm.
Oh.
Makes you want to do your own little airport, doesn't it? Some nice work though on that on the diorama.
Yeah. Belting work.
Yeah,
Mhm.
nice one, Dieter. Okay, so this is Philip Beach. Hi all, work in progress, 116 German half track. Lots of detail, painting and weathering to do. The top half is dry fit to ease the painting.
Yeah.
Nice. Very
That is
nice.
massive. Sheesh.
Those 1/16 kits, you can do marvellous work with them.
Oh yes.
It looks like it.
And you can see from that they're going to ding out the different variants of the kit.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Mm.
Nice.
And the 116 has got a lot of detail as well inside it, which is nice.
Well, these are just upscaled versions of what was the Dragon 1/35 scale half tracks. And they were very detailed kits inside as well, lots of component parts.
Yeah. Dutch
Very
Werk has
nice.
come out with it as well.
Yeah,
Come
the
on.
Das Werk is just they've basically taken the Dragon molds and upscaled them.
Yeah.
Okay, so this again from Ron. This is my next up on the bench. It will be part of my truck build for a friend in the USA.
Yeah.
Is that who you're going to try and look like, Ron?
Yeah. Yeah. Trying my best though.
You're going to need a plastic surgeon, Ron. I'm going to.
It's-
Very nice.
and that's what I'm busy building at the moment. So yeah.
Okay, I've liked that one, so we've already shown it. So this is Ronald Schoon, and he just says little progress. So this is the Land Rover.
I wonder how he's enjoying that build.
Yeah, but Ronald does a lot of car builds, so I don't think he'd find it difficult. I mean, it looks like he's cut there into the engine bay so that you can see more of it.
It's
Very
a
nice.
It's a nice.
Mm.
Nice
Okay,
work.
so that's the Lindsay's for tonight's PPM. And this week I didn't have to remind him.
No, you didn't.
Normal service will resume next week, Mark. You'll have to
Yeah. He doesn't pay me enough.
Really, Mark?
Wait, you're getting paid?
Really? Wow.
We've got Ken Ramers here again. Here we go. So put the brake and clutch pedals on the floor, hanging off the dash. They hung over the top of the gas pedal.
Wow. That's nice though.
He does like to make his gases.
Yeah.
Painted the tail light silver, then clear red over that.
Oh, God. Nice.
Wow.
Jungle gin.
And there's his playlist.
Nice. Nice one, Ken.
Yep.
Okay, so this is Panzer. Continue work on the AFV Club 135th Churchill AVRE Mark 4.
Mark 4.
Added the winch mechanism, the side fittings, the filmsies on the
Flimsies.
rear mudguards and other details.
The small water cans on the back of the tank were called flimsies.
Ah,
They were literally made from biscuit tin metal. There are 13 of those tiny little wheel things that you see, and I got to 14th one, and I thought I just thought to myself, that's quite good. There's 14 of them, and I haven't dropped one. And at that point, one went bing onto the tweezers onto the floor.
You actually jinxed itself.
yeah.
Luckily enough, there's a few extra supplied in the kit as spares.
Okay, nice one, Panzer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is James Mower. Work in progress, Tamiya 148, IGN. Oh gosh,
Komatsu.
Komatsu G40 bulldozer, assembled and painted with Tamiya LP paint. Figure blocked out in flesh, need to finish it. Yes, it's tiny Vallejo bottle for scale.
When you see the size of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Whoa!
That is a tiny bottle.
Yep.
That's good, though.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Nice one, James.
Now, if only Tamiya could be persuaded to release that in 1/35th scale, we'd be laughing.
James Moore again. Work in progress. Airfix 148 scale Westland, Lylander Mark III, painted with Outlaw and MRP paints. The devils in the decals.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Excellent work.
By all
Okay,
accounts,
so here we go. Frankie Day. Final reveal. Revell 132 Bowfighter.
Wow. I like the colouring on that.
It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lovely, lovely.
Very nice.
there's always something about the RAF Night Fighters.
Yeah. Done a cracking job on that.
Yep.
I think if I recall back once he was on Brit Muddlers, he actually done a Liberator. 1/32nd scale one. I was like, wow.
Really nice, though.
Yeah.
Nice one, Frankie. Like that. Okay, and this was Edward Leonard. Here is something I did a few years back. Warhammer, Was Boom, Blaster Jet. Cheers, thanks for looking.
Wow.
Freaking heck.
That is amazing.
Wow.
Excellent work. Really weathered it nice and all. What a cracking job on that. For the detail.
Yeah.
Great work. Okay, so this is Dave Mack. The Warhammer Blades of No
Torn blood letters.
blood letters don't have.
Pesky little creatures. Isn't
Yeah. Horrible looking things.
Reminds me of the mother-in-law. Great work, Dave.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go for a refresh.
I'm glad you're up for just the one refresh.
Well, okay, we've got Stephen Pike who says, look what this very kind gentleman sent me completely free of charge from the States. I also noticed that the major listed in the acknowledgements for the decals and correction sheet is the same man. I'm not for 6 right now. Thank you so much, much appreciated. I now have the decals for the B1-B.
Cool. Nice.
Right.
Yeah.
Very nice of him, that.
Ah, right, yeah. Fantastic. Okay, so this is Sophie. My Tyranids so far.
He's done a good job there.
Yeah, she's doing all right.
Excellent work, Sophie.
Mm.
Excellent.
It's great work for her first attempt.
Yeah.
Yes,
Especially
yes.
with Warhammer.
Okay, Paul Shatland. Trumpeter Challenger tank stuck in the mud, painted in Tamiya paints.
Wow. Yeah, the Ukrainian flag.
Yeah.
Wow, that's well stuck in the mud.
Yeah. I hope the pesky Ruskies don't get it.
Yeah.
Cracking job.
Yeah.
Nice one. Okay, and here we have Sprue and Glue. Update pick on the 1350
Wow. Yeah. Looks
Yeah.
good though.
Viag.
Viag.
Via.
More work to be done.
Wow.
Yeah, it's looking good though.
It is.
Yeah.
Good job.
Mm.
Nice work, Sprue.
Absolutely brilliantly.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay, and Lindsay has updated the group cover photo. So here we go.
Excellent.
It's,
Well deserved.
Oh yes.
the work is from Paul Shatland.
Mm. So well done.
So congratulations on having the header, Paul.
Mm.
Yeah.
Fantastic monkey.
And that's it. That's gallery for tonight.
Great gallery.
Great work, guys. Thank you very much for posting. Excellent work.
Okay, I might as well leave my screen up, Lindsay, if we're doing a random generator.
Okay, so this Airfix book, celebrating 50 years, the greatest plastic kits in the world, author by Arthur Ward, is up for grabs on the for the giveaway. So if you type in Airfix, if you want this book, it's for UK residents only. I won't ship it abroad. It's for UK residents only. So if you want this book, just type in Airfix in the chat.
How long are we giving them? Till past?
Yeah, give them till past. Remember, you must be UK residents only. Nice. It's got some great illustrations in it of all different kits from way back, way back. Now it tells you all about them. So yeah. There's a great write-up on it as well. Lots of photographs. All the old 172 kits. Some of the old historic classic kits by Airfix. And also Airfix 1600 kits.
I've got you in there, Sophie, don't worry.
There's also pictures here of a cruise ship, I think it is. Yeah, not sure what kit that was. It's also got German half-track kits and everything like that in it. Also sailing ships, which are the wooden ships.
Mhm.
Lots of illustrations, all different kinds of things. Massive write-ups, like I said. Oh wow! SS Southern Cross scale model construction kit. Wow. And you got your Tudor figures as well. That's from way back.
Yeah.
That is going way back.
And it's also got the de Havilland Comet 1444 Airfix Viking scale model construction kit, 9-inch wingspan kit. Also, it's got the Airfix trains
Yeah.
as well. And then you got the old Airfix 172 scale construction, the Arrow Lancaster B1 and the Wellington Bomber. And the old box, really old boxes.
Yeah.
The Flying Fortress. There's lots of write-ups here. I think this must be some of the staff from Airfix from way back. Then it's going into your jets. The Airfix 72 scale Harrier, the old box. And then you've got your 1600 ships, like I said. Yeah, it's got lots of illustrations in it.
Back from Airfix in its heyday.
Yep.
So far, I've got TBG, I've got Mark's Hobbies, I've got Stephen Haynes Models, I've got Sophie, I've got David Markey, I've got Sprue and Glue, I've got Wayne Welly, and I've got Dave Matt Builds.
I think I've got still somewhere in the stash Monty's Humber armor, the car, the staff car that Monty.
Wow. Yeah.
And one of these days I need to hook it out and give it a build. Oh no. Okay.
Oh, another entry. Got Joshy B.
It's scary to think that what was they're now described as vintage Airfix kits, but when we were younger, they were always there.
Yeah, that's true.
So 2 minutes, guys, to get your entries in.
One day they'll look back on you, Ron, and describe you as vintage.
Really?
Well, it was either you that or pick on our host Lindsay, and I thought, well, it's your turn.
Okay. All right. No problem.
Don't worry, I've already been picked on with me butchering names of kits.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not a problem at all.
I'm still learning.
Yeah.
One minute to go.
So if there's anybody else in the chat or PPN member, please get your name in now. You've got a few seconds. Few seconds to 1 minute left.
Okay, that's time, guys. So, tonight we have TBG, we have Mark Hobbies, we have Stephen Haynes Models, we have Sophie, we have David Markey, we have Sprue and Glue, we have Wayne Welly, we have Dave Matt Builds, and we have Joshy B. So all I'm going to do is click. This is random, so nothing to do with me.
Yo, Dave.
Well done, David Markey.
Hey,
done.
Dave.
Well done, David.
Well done, David.
So if you can PM me your address, David Markey, be much appreciated.
There we go. Well done, everybody, for entering, and well done, David Markey, for winning.
Cool.
I will
Awesome.
stop sharing that now.
Well done.
Right, you can catch up on you can catch up on chat now, Lindsay.
Yeah, okay. Wayne Welly says sausage roll pizza. Alfred is nicely shown, Dave Mack, out of the garage and not an ounce of dirt on it. TBG says nice one, monkey. Us on the header or one of his builds that we show. TBG says nice car portrait, Ron. Wayne Welly says, Mark, read this. You got to try and read that.
No, I cannot read that. I am not Joshy B who can read that fluently. I'm sorry, but no way am I reading that.
Nice. Apple says, question, do you pay Mark the same as Joshy was paid with a bag of peanuts? No, he gets a little bit more than peanuts. Do you know what I mean?
He gets the peanuts in their shells.
Yeah. Wayne Welly says he pays Mark in Warhammer lessons.
The lessons aren't going very good, trust me.
Apple says that it's not working, Wayne, as Mark has still to dip his toes into Warhammer tricks. Wayne Welly says Mark called them Tyranids is improving, laugh out loud. Apple says nice paint work on the Tyranid Sophie. Yes, all good. David Markey says excellent work, folks. Plastic Monkey says wow, much appreciated. Thank you. You're welcome. And then we've got the Airfix things. Right. TBG says careful, you're sucking Moss. Moss would not be able to take part because he's not a regular here. Sophie's, that's her Airfix thing. Apple says from way back when Lindsay was in short pants. Yeah, I would say so, Apple. Yeah. Wayne Welly says Airfix. Yeah, Airfix. Dave TBG says nice one, David. David was the chosen one, says Wayne Welly. David Parker says thank you. Sophie says congrats, David. And this is the link again for the Facebook group, Peterborough Plastic Modelling Group. So if you would like to join, send us a request and we'll get you on there.
Shortly.
Show your work and it'll come out on next week's gallery.
Okay. Oh yeah, the old couch just died. So if you're enjoying the stream, guys, put the thumbs up, much appreciated. Let's see if we can have a big hit like we did last week. I think we had 36 likes last week, something like that, was it? Thank you very much, Mark, for doing the gallery and also the giveaway.
That keeps me out of trouble.
Apple says, now David Markey, your job is to find a colour photo copy and copy that Airfix book, sell the copies off, make some money for Santa. Okay, so we've left Gina out in the cold, so we will see what she's doing. If I can find her, here we are. So what are you building next, sis?
I am just finishing the Millennium Falcon.
Oh,
It's a Diddy Falcon.
right.
There you go.
Nice one. It's looking good.
Excellent work, Gina.
Sorry?
Excellent work.
Yeah, I'm on the last stages, so I'm having fun with this bit. Trying to get it on this bit. The one side will go on, but the other side won't. Got it.
Okay, let's see what our Dave Max getting on.
I'm just going to put the arm on this one here. Up to now, I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 7th, and I've got another 4 to go.
Oh, right, okay.
Just finding the right arm.
Thank you. Mark's not been able to do much because he's been busy, so we're going on. Oh, he's got chassis. He's got some of the chassis together. I think he's nipped off for a cigarette, I think. Yeah. We'll come back to him later. So we'll see what Mr. Pans has been doing.
Well, I built and installed the exhaust system And I have also built and installed the open driver's visor, which is there. And I'm toying with the idea of putting a crew figure in there, so all you'll see is a little face in of the interior. And I've also started to fit the cupola fittings, or the turret fittings to the top, hatch retainers as fire extinguishers, on the signal flag carrier. That's what I've done today so far.
Thank you very much, Panzer.
Thank you.
Okay, Apple says that looks nice, Gino. Now you need to find the bigger version.
Not at 700 quid, I'm not.
No, that's just ridiculous money, isn't it? 700 quid.
That's very nearly Ron's sausage roll budget for the year.
For the year, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but no hands are included.
Hmm. Who won the Lysanders on Terry's?
It was Bearded Veteran.
Yeah.
Make it Bearded Veteran. And it was somebody called Tudor Rose.
Tudor Rose. Yeah. Really?
Try putting this stand together again. If it don't sit in the stand, Lindsay, what I'll do is I'll just leave it off the stand, and then you can sort it out when I bring it down to you.
But you have to lean it at an angle. David Marcus says, do you mean I need to colour it in? Just send me your address, buddy. I'll get it out to you. Depends on
What I'll do is, Lindsay, I'll leave it off the stand when I put it in the car.
Yeah, okay. Silver Scratch Production says afternoon. Oh, afternoon.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, so what?
I'll be back in a minute.
You know what? I found the right arm that to go on that trooper. I dropped it on the floor and I can't find it.
You'll find it when the wheel of your chair goes over it.
You didn't
Yeah, the
feed
thing
your
is, it's no
family
wheels.
monster.
Yes.
The laminate monster's had it.
Okay, you didn't feed your laminate monster.
The laminate monster's had it. Well, that's handy. I found it.
That's because it's made of a plastic the laminate monster doesn't like to eat.
Yeah.
You'll have to give it something that it likes to eat.
Yeah, it likes to eat photo wet.
Yes. Give it an important part of your enterprise build.
Oh, no.
It'll appreciate that more.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me. After all that, it's still not the right one. Right, I'll have to do. Right.
You'd be better, David Markey. You'll be better off contacting me through my group. Just click onto my name, go into my profile, send me a message that way through Messenger, because I haven't got the email at all.
Oh. Somebody else has just fed the carpet monster.
David Markey says hello, Silver. Sophie says hi again, Silver. Apple says yes, David Markey. It's called Colouring by Numbers, and it was when I used to make pictures way back when I was in short pants. You can imagine Apple in short pants, couldn't you? Apple says easiest way to find Carpet Monster Kickback is to remove shoes and socks and wiggle your feet about like that. David Marcus says, okay. Silver Scratch Built Production says, I have a lot of stuff coming in the next few weeks, all 40k stuff. The Lion and the rest of the Dark Angel characters, 30k Terminators, Captain Squad, and 2 Knights. Wow, nice. We've got CJ in Chorlton Junction, and it says, hey, Lindsay and panel, welcome in.
Hey, CJ.
Hey,
Hey,
Ted.
Chilburn.
CJ says, hi, everyone. David Marcus says, Panzer, can you ask Phil to pass on my details to Lindsay?
I can certainly do so.
David Marcus says, hello, Tony. Chilton Junction says, hey, David. Apple says, hi, Tony. What's this about stripping your railway? Sophie says, hi, Chilberton. Oh, you must tell. Okay. We've got about 10 minutes left, guys.
Okay.
Two goals again.
CJ says, hey, Apple, yes, it was a tough decision, but something had to give. Hopefully, I can rebuild the layout or something else somewhere else. Oh, dear. That's heartbreaking. Chilberton says, hey, Sophie. David Marcus says, thank you, Pans. I hope that will make things easier.
That's a stink.
Apple says, how about upscaling and build outside in the garden? Tony from JJ Chase. How did you get on, Ron, tonight? I've been through all the others.
Yeah, fun and games though. Getting there slowly. And I've painted this fella here so far, so I've just done a bit more there, and then I've glued these bits together. Yeah, there's quite a few small little tiny bits as well. Oh, I love them. Not.
Looks a bit like Donald Trump, that, without me there.
Yeah, really?
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
CJ says, now that would be a splendid idea, Apple, and I will have a word with JJ, see what he says.
Okay. I've passed a message on, David.
So, yes. Hope everyone had a great time tonight.
I did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Just going to mute my sister because I'm getting an echo off her. That's it. Sorry about that, Gina. Yeah, so I hope everyone's had a great night tonight on the panel, and also looking at the gallery and the giveaway. It's been a good night, and to people in the chat, wouldn't be a stream without people in the chat. Such great guys. Always look forward to seeing everyone. And yeah, just thank you for coming along and being there. So if you like the stream, put your thumbs up, guys. Same with those who are just watching in the background. Also the PPM members, I would like to thank them watching as well. And you know, just show your appreciation and just put your thumbs up. You know, it's always good, and it makes it good support for the guys on the panel as well. So I shan't be back now until I do a video, which will be the update on Brad Zeppelin. I've got a few issues to iron out with Streamlabs. My friend Mark's going to help me out with that. So
And it's the first Mark have discovered that he's going to be doing that.
yeah, no, he already knew. He offered.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Okay, so David Markey says thank you. Apple says good show, boss. David Markey says thank you all for a great night. CJ says nice one, Lindsay. Take care and see you around soon. CJ also says bye, everyone. Sophie says thank you for a great live. You know, we're always here to please, and it's always good when you come back with a comment like that you know everybody's enjoyed it. It's because it's just great, makes it a good night.
Yeah.
So Hans the Cat, I should imagine we'll see you live next on whoever stream you go on.
I will be. I'm live tomorrow with Carl over at Carl Scale Modelling, and probably in the evening at 6 o'clock with Terry at Little History, because I'm over onto nights now. I will be on nights now until the 22nd of April, when I move over to days for, I think it's 3 weeks worth of days. Well, they dig up the A75, and it saves me, because during the day they're having the convoy system. At nights they're completely blocking the road, so you got to go. It's 180 miles to get to and from work.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Okay, so Mark's Mods, we will see you on Sunday.
Yeah.
With the Partworks Live, 7 p.m. My sister, you'll see her about when I'm about. And Dave Buckfields, we always look forward to seeing his videos.
Yeah, I'll be doing one tomorrow. I don't know what yet, but I'll be doing one.
Yeah, and we always look forward to seeing Dave here. And also Ron. Ron's always about somewhere, and we always look forward to having Ron on panel too. So, guys, it's a good night from me, and it's a good night from them. So, you will say bye-bye, people.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, people.
Bye.
And we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye.